Yes, greetings. We're there with you. Things in time, cultural expression. We are say enemy of the African peoples in the diaspora, which actually means that because of Islam, a lot of us have made ourselves enemies to ourselves. So listen this program and listen this program good.
Aren't you? I caught you where I want you. Aren't you? I caught you where I want you, y'all. Them a go on like them nice. Them no nice like we. And I go on like them sweet. Them no sweet like we. Them a go on like them high. But them take it so low. And I go on like them care. But them not sincere. Them no nice like we. Good nice like we. Them no nice like we. Them no King Selassie. Them no nice like we. Them no Marcus Garvey. No nice like we. Them no Sister Nanny. Them a go like them rough. Them no rough like we. And I go like them tough. Them not tough like we. Them a go like them high. But them take it so low. And I go like them care. But them not sincere. Them no nice like we. No nice like.
Yes, and we're going to keep come back to that. And the reason is not to be nice like we. It's to be sincere to ourselves. You see? So the song is reflecting upon some historical references in relation to peoples, which is ourselves, and some people don't have not recognized these people. They don't know them. They don't even, especially Americans, like who is Nanny? They heard the name Garvey. So we have to go all the way back to W.D. Du Bois, you know, in that time to know that these people became aware of Marcus Garvey, you know, and some of them also became aware of the Caribbean islands. But let's stop fooling ourselves. We are African slaves. We were bought in the diaspora, in the Caribbean, in South America, and in North America by way of slavery. We were captured, you know, kidnapped, captured, and brought across to these lands and were slaves, were servants, were workers. We had a language, but we were in different groups of people. So we had difficulties, extreme difficulties, with a people we don't know and were brutalized. It wasn't like holiday. It's like, come here, mate. Let's show you what our country looked like. No, no, no. So we didn't have the means of communicating with our captors and neither communicating with ourselves because we were mixed. And then when we land, and our masters recognize that we can communicate, some of us can communicate with one another, we were in trouble, more trouble. You know, we were in trouble. We get chastised, we get flogged. Huh? They don't know what we're saying, but we're not meant to do that. So, why I'm painting this picture for is to make people understand, when you think of the atrocities that our ancestors have been through to and survive for us to be here, and then we want to now become native Indians of America, and then others are saying that being so dismissive of the fact that there is a place called Africa and we are a part of that. It's very hurtful to the point that we're saying, well, you know what? There's so much literature around it. We have some access. We don't have a great deal of access, but we have some access. And we have attended the institutions of learning. So we're not dumb, you know. But there's some of us who do not cross reference. We didn't learn or can't remember how to research and how to cross reference, you know, and we probably weren't aware of the history more than the European wars that they told us all about. Maybe we heard about Vikings. The point I'm getting at is we know a lot about those people. We don't know much about ourselves and our continent called Africa. And then when we think that we do know something, the thing that we keep referencing is Egypt, Kemet. And I would take this opportunity to say that with the Kemet, when you listen to a person like Walter Williams, the elder Walter Williams, you would think that he had a connection that others didn't, because he always summarize and surmises so much things, like somehow he had conversations with our Egyptian fathers and mothers. I wouldn't even say that he's make believe that he can read their text, but the way he displays himself and presents himself and speak in references of different individuals is like somehow he had some kind of connection, or he's been given some kind of revelation, because he speaks of it in the first person, second, and the third, and he makes it, he tries to make it, he does, clear that this is what they were doing, what they intended to do, and this is who had some kind of dialogue with the Greeks and then the Romans and so forth. And the reason I mention him, he's been a danger. A person who's uneducated, okay, you're happy. Because he looks like us, okay, we're happy. So am I. But when you actually analyze and listen and follow what he's actually been projecting. Unlike Dr. Clark, the man is taking you somewhere because he's working against ourselves. All of those brothers and sisters who are researching and concluding, he was projecting that he had a better insight than they did. That's his ego. That has been his ego. That's his downfall. And then he takes other people's, European people's perception of us and uses that to justify his presentations. Then here comes Africa and Islam. He refuses to go to Africa in Islam, but he goes European and what you call these people that always plotting themselves all across Africa and digging up everything and telling people what they want to tell. And he plagiarizes their work. But for Islam, he doesn't have to do a lot because they're already haters. They do everything possible to discredit Islam. And for me to hear him speak about the advent of Islam, and it's so out of date, out of touch, and wrong. I mean, it's for a person of his caliber. And I've wondered if any of the others were trying to hold him back. And they were. And that's what makes me happy, and that's why I'm talking now. Because they were. Our scholars of that day were trying to rein him in. He loved the Orientalists. So he African Americans, a Muhammad that is not part of Islam, not, and make the people then feel that this person that he's espousing is the prophet of Islam. And many people agreed, well, they didn't agree with him, they accepted what he said, what he'd been saying. And then when I heard other scholars from our lot as Africans and African Americans and African Caribbean were hoping that this man retracted a lot of things he's been saying, for there's no evidence of such. There's evidence of the person that he espouses. But turn that person into the prophet of Al-Islam, and then the derogatory terms he uses against the Quran, and the man hasn't studied the Quran. I mean, I doubt that he read the Quran. Maybe he opened up the Quran. Maybe some people gave him some abstracts. But from the time it says, in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, wow. I mean, for him, that was too much. Now, one of the things that is good about what he did or has done, and he still talks, is that he didn't acquaint the two, as in Christianity and Islam, but he tried to make the fact that he knows so much. And the man is not well read. What am I just said? What did I just say? He's not well read. Don't let him fool you. And hey, there's a lot of us that's like that. They're not well read. They're very pretensive. And because I don't know where we got this thing from that to debate. Dr. Clark and those brothers, elders, didn't debate. They had dialogues, they have symposiums, and they present. When they were in debate, it was the system who tried to discredit them and to prohibit them from presenting their research. And they were scrutinized a great part of their careers. And many of them were shut down for years. And due to appeals and confrontation with through hearings and so forth, we were able to hear them speak in relation to certain certain historical references and so on. That doesn't make them geniuses, but the fact is they were doing research. They were not just plagiarizing Orientalist work based on Africa and somebody grab it up, they grab it up, mince it up, and rehash it, and then present it as in not telling anyone about the references. And that's what Walter does. He's very good at that. And then say, and so forth, because it doesn't bring any reference points. He will speak about certain person's name, 2 or 3 persons, the most will be 4. And he'll tell you that he's speaking from 500 AD or BCE. Yo, please. There was no printing press. There was no printing. And many countries or many peoples were not scribing as yet. That's why the uniqueness of Kemet is still here. Now, we can't say historically that Kemet was the first to scribe anything. But there's no scribing, as in recording, like Kemet. And the analysis of data, not data, what do you call that thing? Carbon dating always shows Kemet to be ahead, comprehensively ahead of others on this earth. But then when we come to the Europeans, that is always bigging up. They had several means of communication before Latin was something we heard about. So where did he get these information? Where did he get these? I don't know. And the Greeks spoke something else before what we understand to be Greek became recognized among the Latin, now become recognized among the other Europeans who are now maturing to this thing called Latin. Yo, please. Understand? But with all that time and effort, it wasn't like Sheikh Anta Diop. It wasn't like the elder Dr. Ben. He spent so much time trying to work and understand the European philosophy, ideology, and historical references that he didn't spend any time knowing anything really about Africa, but then hold on to the echo of what others who have been researching and studying came it. And we have a number of them still here. Because we as Muslims, we have some people who have helped a number of British up and coming back in the day, it's all like 25, 30 years now, historians. But they will give those brothers and sisters from the continent a reference in passing, but not highlight them as in letting the audience and the institutions that's paying them when they go and do these lectures and do these summer courses, etc., that it is by Luqman, Rahim, Farida, and so forth, and Mr. Ajuku, right, and Akwezi, that he's being fortunate to understand Kiswahili and Amharic, and so on. They fail to do these things. And then they have a bias because they know that if they say any demeaning things pertaining to Muslims and Islam, their check is going to be maintained. And they're so ignorant because the people ain't caring about that. But they just have this perception that if they can lambaste Islam and Muslims, their financial rewards will be constant. Ignorant. And they're the same people that refuse to visit the continent. And I say refuse because why ain't they there researching? And just like this same brother, there's several years now that we've been taking care of, writing, preserving ancient manuscripts from Timbuktu and Mali and Shingal. It's not some Orientalists, That's why we use the term we can read. We can read. And we have thousands of manuscripts. We have thousands. Not saying Islam this and no. We're dealing with maths. We're dealing with science. We're dealing with geography. Serious research. And the texts are there. Volumes upon volumes. But they're not speeding up like boat. And running and flying and jumping to Kemet. They're sitting back convincing They're plantation owners. Voluntarily, they're doing this to keep that cash flow coming. How ignorant is that? And just leave our brother and elder Asho Kwesi as the lone man. But true, he's being loved. And in him and his family are sincere and truthful people. He's been able to continue what he's been doing, what he started, and what him and his wife has been doing for these decades. And may God Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, continue to excel their health. Those are Jim Screechy, ignoronious people, as causing division for no apparent reason, following Orientalists and all these other ignoronious people. It's sad. The enemy within is ourselves. And when these people, when these individuals speak, they speak with so much anger, wow, dislike and detesting, like somehow they had some face-to-face consultation with Muslims, and I have to say Orthodox Muslims, and the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing upon him. And all these type of people, they ignore us. They don't come this side. And even the people who have these debates, they don't look for the authentic Muslims. What they do is run up their mouth about how Muslims run shops and they do this and they isolate themselves and they come into the community, right? And so forth. They paint a picture or try to. And then the people they're actually speaking of, they're not Arabs. They're not Middle Eastern, not Arabs. They're not Middle Eastern people. The majority they're speaking of, they're not. They're Turkish people. They're Greek people. They're Italian people. They make believe that they know all Italian. And they have nothing to do with Islam. And then when they find the ones that have something to do with Islam and everything, they already set some kind of ignoronious standard that people throw them into that category that they've been exposing. That's the division that Farrakhan maintained. That division, when we went out all al-Islam, he brought the nation back to Elijah Day. That day and time was over. And he knew that, but he wanted to be seen. He wanted to be on the top. He wanted the recognition. And he helped the depletion of a huge administration and an organization. And when the Imam says that the destruction, know that what we're recognizing, what we're feeling now is nothing. The destruction will be acknowledged later. How we're perceived and the loss of all our assets. And that was the farms, the banks, everything that the nation had. Most things, not everything, but the main ingredients. Now the intolerance and the rumors and the hostility and then the division among ourselves. There was a time when people had so much respect for the nation. members of the Nation of Islam. Now people disrespect members of the Nation of Islam. Not now, since 1976, 77, until now. And they see Orthodox Muslims as weak, and the nation's supposed to be strong. So now how do they use that? The fruit of Islam was meant to be the thing. And since the fruit lost its sting, then they say, cha. And then there's so many mouthpieces that they realize there's a splinter. Yeah, there's so many mouthpieces. But the Million Man March was meant to accomplish a oneness from within the nation. What did it do? It showed the American establishment that there's so much of these black people doing whatever, and allowed them to exercise their skills on how to deny the advancement. Because, okay, 1 million people came out. Alhamdulillah. But what did the 1 million people accomplish? Or what was accomplished for the 1 million people? You know, you got to understand revolution. So from then, there was an exploitation. Where's Walter Williams and such people? They're, allegedly by me, they're happy. Because chaos. But what is Islam? That's where I'm coming to.
Aren't you? I caught you where I want you, y'all. Them a go on like them nice. Them no nice like we. And a go on like them sweet. Them no sweet like we. Them a go on like them high. But them take it so low. And I go like them care, but them not sincere. Them no nice like we, good nice like we. Them no nice like we. Them no King Selassie. Them no nice like we. Them no Marcus Garvey. No nice like we. Them no Sister Nanny. Them a go like them rough. Them no rough like we. And a go like them tough. Them not tough like we. Them a go like them high. But them take it so low. And a go like them care. But them not sincere. Them no nice like we. No nice like we. Them no nice like we. Have no love, you see. Them no nice like we. Have no liberty. Them no nice like we. Them no know no justice. Them a guani guani. Just a guani guani. Them a guani guani. Can't go like we. Them a go like them high. But them take it so low. And a go like them care. Jah know them not sincere. Them no nice like we. Good nice like we. No nice like we. Them no know King Selassie. No nice like we. No Marcus Garvey. No nice like we. No Sister Nanny. Why? Them just a guani guani. Boy, can't go on like we. Why? Them just a guani guani. Can't go on like I and I. Why? Them just a guani guani. Guani guani. Why? Them just a guani guani. Them just a guani guani. A message of love again. Me said a message of love again. Why? When me was a youth, me granny whip me and me skin it woulda catch a fire. Nearby Fred Tona playing a lynch pack and the music just blaze it higher. Cause me couldn't leave the yacht, she said the dance got too much weed and rasta. I love your granny dear, but this a generation come fi blaze it higher.
Yes, blaze it higher. But listen now. What is Islam? What is Islam? To be a Muslim, you have to first start look after yourself, ourselves. Honest, sincere, and truthful. Clean and tidy. Polite. Understand what prayer is about. Because we need to be responsible. We need to be timekeepers. Yes, timekeepers. Every day. Not some days and not others, some days. Obviously, I would tell you it's difficult. But you need to bring about the change in ourselves as human beings. Unless we've made up our minds that we don't want to live no more. And most of us have experienced the hectic life. The twists and the turnings. So we know that not sweet, it not smell nice, and it's difficult, extremely difficult. And we ask ourselves if this is what life is. Hey, you know? So that's the induction. We need to be honest with ourselves before we can be honest with others, because the minute we take the Shahada, we have to be dutiful. We have to accept responsibility. We have to have common courtesy. We have to understand how to keep ourselves clean. Yeah. Very clean. Because you cannot attend prayer with a confused state of mind, with a dirty body, easing ourselves and not cleaning ourselves. We have to have respect for water. Serious. We have to show respect and kindness to females if we didn't before. We have to control our egos and emotions. We have to learn how to lower our gaze. We have to understand how not to disrespect verbally our sisters, our females, let alone ourselves as men. Al-Islam. We have to be careful. We have to study. We have to learn about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty and His commands. We have to learn about the Prophet of Islam and all the other prophets. We have to learn. Learn through the Quran by reading it and applying it. It's not about a storybook. We have to apply. That's what, to me, affects a lot of us. It's not saying I'm a Muslim and that's it. You have to live Al-Islam. Al-Islam is a way of life. Al-Islam is not a movie. Al-Islam is not a dance. You know what I mean? You attend the dance tonight and this body I play, like me I play them and so forth and so forth. And then you just have your kicks and everything and leave and gone. You get your fix and move on. When your fix run out, you say, yo, such and such a place, such and such place. What happened? It's a competition or it's just one of them breeze. And you just go there to get your fix. No, this is not Al-Islam. Al-Islam is not straitjacket. Al-Islam is not to impress on somebody. No, no, no. It's about the individual. And that individual is about that individual and is, if he has a family, as in a partner, which is his wife now, it's about that institution, building it. Building it, maintaining it, and be contented. It's also about a person advancing in life because you need to maintain that family. Maintain yourself, maintain your wife, maintain your children, such forth. Al-Islam. The individual. Yes. These are things that's made very clear to us by our Prophet from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty. Al-Islam. So some people who got that understanding or realization, I hear that, they're saying, no book is going to tell me what to do. We're humans, man, right? So we will behave like that. Now, when they decide to try Islam for, say, 3 months, they're saying like, wow, nah. It'll tell me to do this. So, right, for a lot of people, this is an issue. These are issues. But there's no one there saying, yo, you have to do this. One time, attention, boom, boom. No, they're acknowledging it themselves because they're reading. They're reading. Huh? And what they haven't been able to do, perhaps, is control that nafs, the nafs. And because of the society, the environments that we're living within or surrounding, to give up certain things and to make that to transform oneself, they find that difficult. Yes, a person who's running around chasing girls, who's already got about 5, 6 babies around the place, children around the place. He ain't working no more, but he knows how to hustle on the streets and around the places and so forth. Right, to change that person, not change, but to help or assist or for that person to change. Yo, that's something serious. But this Islam is saying, yeah, you have to, you should. And Islam is telling you that. Nobody's telling you to do that. We're saying they'd be good for you. We're saying that because we live. But Allah is telling you that. Why don't you tell people the truth? Allah is telling you. When the book is telling you how to straighten out your life, how to set up your life, and so forth, and accept responsibility for all those children, and choose one of those ladies to marry. Because now you're going to go and get another, you want another person? And even if you did find another person because now you become a Muslimin, yo, you still have responsibility. Now, this is another problem for a lot of people. They've already jumped in the deep end of life. Even though it's erroneous way they did it, but they weren't Muslims. The faith wasn't al-Islam in the first place. Because we're all Muslims, you know. You know why? We all have to submit to the will of nature and will of God. No one comes here with their own oxygen and their own water. So we're equal. Right? One day we discussed that one day. The word Muslim. You understand? So these are the critical angles for a person or peoples who look at al-Islam. They want to keep doing the things they've been doing, or they want to, follow no particular lead. So instead of saying, yo, you know what, the thing about behavior and everything, you know, I can work with that, you know, but you see the rest is difficult. Because me's a hustler star. You know how long me not work? And another one say, me's gayless, you know. Me just love woman. I can't stay with one woman star. And another one say, yo, me and learning is not a big thing, you know. I find that one there difficult. You understand? And them is people who are live with them parents still. Or them have some woman that them can just catch with all the time and tell about how she's sweetheart, baby, and rare, right? Because them can have her, them way with her, and them can run bout and live the life they want to live. Not being responsible for anything. And don't accept responsibility. So when we hear people saying things about Islam, they don't actually say that they've investigated Islam. They're all coming up with the same soundbite from all of these different African Americans and Caribbean alleged historians. And all you have to do, all they do is say Muhammad is a this, is that, and Islam is that, and then they go Arab, that, and the other, right? And we're saying, well, hold on a second. What did you just say? And all of them are Christian. Even though them want to tell us that them not Christian again. Them no beatbox Christianity, you know. They're Christians. Them come out and them say them as agnostics or them are atheists. They not believe in this and then they believe in that. And I'm saying, yo, stop, here what happened? Stop breathing. And they want to come with some alleged scientific analysis, scientific dogma. And it's not scientific. It's just they run up their gums, sticking their tongue out, open up their mouths, saying something. And like me, I would leave people like that to say what they're saying and have their own feel-good factor and then just put science on them. What's that? Well, they're talking for a long time. Would you like some water? They say, yeah. I said, nah. Water come from God. You're not deal with God enough, so leave this one alone, right? You come from some other source. Ask that source of yours to give you some water. Or you go and get it. Remember, also, you were not fashioned in the womb. And you understand? I saw me there. I don't know about the next people. So Islam is all these things. You understand? Timekeeping, you know, right? And so on. And the people them that find it difficult to learn the language, To which, if they're in love with Africa, they'll try and learn a language. Yes, at least. Yeah? True to in education and intelligence, and so forth, we have transliteration and we have translations. Now, you wouldn't get the meat with the translation. With the transliteration, you're there. You understand? So it's not that we are losing something, but you really want you want to squeeze the fruit and get all the juices in it. At least I do. You understand? So that's what someone would say to you about the Arabic from the English and the transliteration and so forth. You understand? And the people who spend the time to bring us the transliteration, look, hey, you know how hard that work is? And it helps us, English-speaking individuals, to develop our vocal cords. And once we get that, then we can get into the Arabic fluently. You understand? But you don't, because you haven't tried. You don't know what the Quran says. You don't know the duties, the responsibilities, and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking of all human beings to do and how conduct our affairs, our lives, and everything, to live in this world and experience the greatness of this world. Now, who told you that? Because you haven't discussed that with any Muslim. If I purchase a vehicle, or you purchase, whoever you is, a vehicle, would you not want this? The reason why you're going to purchase a vehicle, because when you did the examination, reading the literature and everything else, it's something that you want. You feel like, what? Sat nav, this, that, and so forth and so forth. And you feel good about this thing. And you really now, you want this. But you want it with all those things working. You don't want it with just a heading. And then you're checking to see how to make it work. All these trimmings, these other features that the vehicle have. Because you had a car before. And all you had was a key, you put it inside there and turn it on and gone. Some car never had radio. But now you have you come up to date, these cars have everything. So we will choose what's affordable to us, but then we will want to know how to make use of this thing. So the point I'm making, then you want to know how to make use of the life that we've been given? Surely. And that's Islam. Because God is telling us how He made us and what opportunities there is for us in this earth that He's also fashioning, made. And all the provisions that's there is for us human beings. And now I just want us to know ourselves, not to despise ourselves. Because I've made you into what? Nations and tribes, all different. Huh? Now, He didn't wait for the Senate or the House of Parliament and Congress and everybody to come to that conclusion. He's giving that to us. He didn't wait for the Romans to beat that into our heads, and He didn't wait for our slave masters to turn around and say, yo, you're free. And that's what they did. They captured us, they ill-treated us, and then all of a sudden them say you're free. Free to do what? We don't know. We didn't understand the language. So even now that we seem to be able to move around, we're not free. We cause disturbance because we don't understand. And here comes one of our ancestors' traits, showing us how to be appreciated and how to understand freedom and how to live it. and we refuse and let other people ridicule what that is, and we join them without examining. But yet still you can go and buy a car, buy a bicycle. Huh? Buy a car, buy a bicycle. And other things. But to have life, recognize freedom, and appreciate life, we not spend no time with that. It's sad. Real sad.
Remember when the righteous man said, time I go trade. Everybody have their own way. I need to rule over my head. I need to rule over my head and bread on my table and bread on my table. It is love, oh, oh love, in my heart. It is love, oh, oh love, for everyone now. Remember when Marcus said, time I go trade. Everybody have a runway. Nothing take no barnyard. Nothing take no to the barnyard. Nothing raise up in a farmyard. Even cultivation need all nation. Nothing deal with the mineral. Like no imaginary. Nothing don't fly kite and him know him a kite and him man by side. Nothing don't make joke and him don't keep book. Nothing love up the rhythm. Nothing love up
Soon come back to that. Come here. Yeah, let's juggle. Come here. Yeah, me behave like this because I grow up in the country. I'm a ghetto boy. You understand me? Seriously. Come here, lady.
Deliver me, oh my God, from my enemies. Oh, I appeal unto thee on my knees. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in my ears. For in thee I trust. Cause me to walk in thy way. For I lift up my soul right up to thee. Teach me to do thy will. For thou art my God, thy spirit, it is good. Lead me in uprightness.
come here. Come here.
Deliver me, oh my God, from my enemies.
Seeing our enemies, ourselves. So him a ask, cause him is one brother, Rasta youth, yeah, that turn around and tell the people them say certain things, and them just go on a certain way. See? So him write many songs. I try to tell them back off, but him not cost them. You see? So he make this prayer. Deliver me from my enemies. Oh gosh, man. Listen good. Come here.
Deliver me, oh my God, from my enemies. Oh, I flee unto thee to hide me. Cause me to hear thy love and kindness in the morning. For indeed I trust, cause me to walk in thy way. For I lift up my soul right up to thee. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God, thy spirit. It is good. Lead me in uprightness.
See, so all them things that go on in America right now, we've evolved over that. Long time. When I behave like little children. Come here.
Brother man who helped who was on the ground is the same brother man who tried to shoot you down. With a smile on his face and a gun in his hand, he's glad to take the life of his brother man. Beware of your enemies. Beware of your enemies. Of your enemies. Beware of your enemies. I've tried at times to have comfort and peace of mind. Try to resist the wickedness that now exists. But those hard-hearted people trying to tempt my soul, they'll do everything in their power to wipe me away from the face of the earth. Of your enemies. Beware of your enemies.
See it there? We have to beware of our enemies, and we have enough of them, and them all look just like we. Come here.
Many people say love, but how many know the meaning and love is what the world says. fighting and fighting, killing and mourning. This is what love means. Love your brother, love your sister, love one another, feel for each other. Listen to our conversation. Yes, a man from every nation. It was funny, funny, funny. Love was a decision. Why was a conversation? Killing is the profession. Love is what the world says. Love is not what the world needs. Yes, if you go in every corner, my brother.
Sheen, come here. Come again. You see what happened? When you work with something, you have to understand, a reggae music.
People, look into yourself. People, we all need help. All we need is unity to be free from captivity. Too much pain and agony on this earthly family. If a brother is falling down, don't let him fall. Give a hand and do what you can. He's just a man. One love, one heart, one soul, one mind. People, come on, people. Come on, people. All we need is unity.
Big song, big song.
People, look into yourself. People, we all need help. All we need is unity to be free from captivity. Too much pain and agony on this earthly family. If a brother is falling down, don't let him fall. Give a hand and do what you can. He's just a man. One love, one heart, one soul, one mind. People, come on, people. Come on, people. All we need is unity to be free from captivity. Too much pain and agony on our earthly family. It's time to be free. It's time to be free. Come on, people. Come on, people. If a brother is falling down, don't let him fall. Give a hand and do what you can. He's just a man. One love, one heart.
What lyrics, man. I tell you. Them lyrics there, you can't buy them on the street,
what the world wants.
See, I tell you, man, you think you're joking about here. Come here, man. Tell them about it again.
Love is what the world wants. Love is what the world needs. Love is what the world wants. Love is what the world needs.
Teach them now. Come.
Love and understanding for everyone. Love and understanding for the young and old. Now is the time, my brothers, for us to welcome sisters and brothers. No fight against your brother, no fight against your sister. No matter with no tribal, my brothers. Let's live as one now. Love is what the world wants. Love is what the world needs. Without love, without love, you can't live without love. Without love, you can't reach nowhere now. Love for your mother, love for your father, love for your sister, for your uncle and your granny now. Love for everyone now. Love is what the world wants. Love and understanding. We should understand we are one. 'Cause no man is like love. So love is what the world wants. Love is what the world needs. Love is what the world wants. Love is what the world needs. Love and understanding.
A lie? That's what the world requires. You understand? Seriously. And we have all these churches, all these mosques, everything. But we don't have good guidance. You see? We don't have good guidance. So then when you have one tribe and the next tribe and the next nation are fret instead of organizing themselves, loving themselves, and remember, no one put down life because we are going to die. So why not exercise my mind to try to appreciate life, understand freedom, and enjoy life? Huh? You understand? It's simple. But we're told to make it difficult. I don't know who tells us. You see?
One Sunday morning, I went to the hill. Martha Lulu, Biggie passed my thing. He went to a corner, bring me marijuana. The risotto, and the heap of a banana. I heard shouting, brother boy. I mean, Mother Lulu, beg you turn this to. Oh, oh, Mama Lulu. Oh, 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 Mama Lulu. They laugh, the people they must walk. Birds them are really cool. Children laugh to see such a fun out of them. I end up in a stew, Mama Lulu. Them I end up in a stew, Mama Lulu. Them I fun of them. I end up in a stew, Mama Lulu. Them I end up in a stew, Mama Lulu. Them I end up in a stew.
Say that badness no pay. Teach you one more say badness no pay. Bring in your gun, your ratchet and your bum. Bring in your gun, your ratchet and your bum. What a bum bum. Tell you. Say when you bring the law, they don't judge and judge. Come on down, no make a deal. Tell you say the judge and judge. So when you do the wrong, you marvel. So you got to do the right these days. You be living upright as I would say. Say, Papi go yo. Said it's nice to be free away from captivity. Cause if they get you, they're gonna say your life is good.
A message of love again. Me said a message of love again. Why? When me was a youth, me granny whip me and me skin it coulda catch a fire. Nearby Fred Tona playing a lynch pack and the music just blaze it higher. Cause me couldn't leave the yacht, she said the dance got too much weed and rasta. I love your granny dear, but this a generation come fi blaze it higher. You cannot deny people's struggle. You cannot deny people's struggle. Open your eyes, people's struggle, and feel the vibes, yeah. A message of love again. Me said a message of love again.
But you don't care for me, baby. You treated me so
Yes, I want to say this to some of these American brothers and sisters, especially us brothers. Listen, you see, us now, as in African people that were spread all across the diaspora, as in North America, South America, and the Caribbean. Listen, man, we come from Niger, Mali, Senegal, Gambia, Mauritania, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, Guinea, Nigeria. I'm missing Nigeria already. Yeah? Zaire, Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. See? Oh, yes, and Chad and Niger. You see? So, we don't want you want to keep going about, you don't want to come from this side and forget that side. No, 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 no. That's another form of ignorance again. See? So, we're going to sit down and battle, you know. Right? So, and the people them that you need to look at as in slave catchers or people who captured us and kidnap us, right? That you all are calling Arabs, they're Portuguese. Stop running this more thing. You understand? This is the Spanish. You know what I mean? When I look on the African, the black man and everything, them say more, right? For them language. You understand? You see? So now when I make out so that the Moors are like, you know, the most precious thing. Yeah, we were precious. You see? And everything. Because it's 800 plus years that we did a Europe, i.e. Spain. Right? So the whole institution, hygiene, reservoir, and all these things, you know, roads and so forth. It's not the Romans, it's the Africans. But you all are dismissive on this form of history because you know that the Moors, right, the Africans that were there, they were Muslims, right? Everybody wasn't Moors, you know. Everybody wasn't Muslim. You understand? It was us, Africans. You understand? And, right, so understand that. And if you're going to argue about it, just get a passport and go to Spain and see for yourself. You understand? Seriously. And you have the Library of Congress, the Congress Library. Go in there, right? Do your registration, pay your fees, your registration fees and all of that, admission, whatever it is it covers, and you will see Abdullah, Mahmoud, see, Muslims that were slaves. Yeah? You'll see names and titles of Africans. Yeah? And they preserved them up there because they did so much contributions to education and agriculture and irrigation in that land called America. And then you go the other side now, you see researchers and you see well, not technology, but you see biology. You understand? Health and so forth. And you see that those people name is Sultan, not Kunta Kinte, Abdullah, you understand? Muhammad, you see, and so on and so on. You understand? And you understand? And you see that they have so much tablets of Quran that they've kept themselves, and they have leather parts that they wrote the Quran on and so forth. Listen, man, your Library of Congress, go in it. You know what I mean? Go in it and stop cussing your mother and everything. 'Cause if you knew the historical references of that, and you know about butt breaking and all that, you wouldn't use that language. You wouldn't call somebody FM. You know what I mean? You wouldn't do it. But y'all do these things and behaving like you don't know. And it's supposed to be something stylish. No, it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. Anyway, when you see all like this sister come up here on the screen, it's not an AI, you know. These are living people. See it? right? All of them are living people. So when push come to shove, huh? And you deal with HIV and everything else, don't bother come and say, yo, you know what I mean? We made a mistake. We were fools. We didn't understand. No, don't bother with it. Don't bother with it, man. See? Because right now, when I run, when I riot, and when I cuss, and when I, you understand? So when push come to shove, on a children going want partners. Thank you. Admiral, where I deal with? Come up here.
They have to face their judgment, Lord, in this time.
Hey, will you tell them? Them have to face them judgment? A true man.
They have to face their judgment, Lord, in this time. How can I know my enemies? How can I know my friends? Them indulge themselves in iniquity. I said the Bible tell us about them.
And you saw your African American brothers, them that was playing basketball in Paris the other day. Look upon the match that them play against Sudan. Look at those brothers, yeah? Are you all saying, yo, me no want to be one of them? Is that what you all are saying? Is still you all say, yo, and we over here fuss about black star. That is some serious color for our brothers. I don't know about you lot, huh? But go online, star, and have a look. And have a look. Now, you also see in the complexion of Arabs and the complexions of Egyptians. You see? You didn't know that, did you? You understand? So don't get things twisted and call and shake Anti-Diop pseudo. Stop it. Stop being so pretensive like you all know something. You don't know nothing. And don't even travel. Wow. Listen, man, get a visa, passport, and everything, and just visit the continent. And maybe before you visit the continent, just tour the Caribbean. Tour the Caribbean. So that all this nonsense about your Indians and all that, it just get knocked out of your brain. Because see those islands, yeah, there were people they call Caribs, Tainos, all kind of different names, you know. They occupied those islands, see? And we were brought to those islands by the British, the French, and so forth. You understand? Right? So obviously throughout the time, you know, we and them breed. Yes, what do you think? Right? But they were doing what they do, running up and down the different islands and so forth. Them even go up to that place there where there's a big where the pharmaceuticals are still fighting for it. It's a huge swampland, right? So they would go up there, they'll spend seasons up there, and then they come back to their respectful islands, right? And we've learned to integrate with them. We have babies with them, and so on. A lot of them died out, but a lot of them are still there today. You understand? Coolies and blah, blah, blah. You understand? These are people. You understand? And you will get to realize that the Caribbean people were fighting for freedom. They want to leave that place, them little rocks. Huh? and so forth. And then you find about the Maroons when you go across Jamaica and everything. You get to Grenada, Grenada, Bermuda, Grenada, Guyana, Jamaica. You hear about the Maroons. Some serious Africans. You understand? Right? And so on. Right? And then they bought them. Some of them escape and go to this place you call Florida. But they also bought them, right? They split them up and put some of them over this because they were trying to weaken them, the Maroons. You understand? Okay. So know these things and know how long they fought against the Spanish and how long they fought against the British and the different deals that they made with with both groups. You understand? Yeah. And that's a history. And how they actually link with North America. North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, so forth and so forth. You understand? Because we knew how to use a canoe, how to build them. And what we didn't know, we learned from our Tainos and coolies and people. And when you look upon those people, as if you go to Trinidad, they look like Indians. You're red Indians, but they don't dress up like that. And when you look upon them, some of them, they are Trinidad and these places, they look like brothers and sisters of Mauritania and so on. And when you go Guyana, you see the same thing. But how much do you know? Are you willing to know, or just arguing and creating separation? And when you go Trinidad, it's a whole heap of Muslims, original Muslims, and people who have embraced Islam. And the same thing in Guyana, and the same thing in Bermuda. Bermuda's got a history, just like America, of Muslims, original Muslims from slave time, Bermuda. And they have the documents for that. That was done by our ancestors. You see? Okay. So we are going to say guidance. Yeah, Almel, come again.
They have to face their judgment, Lord, in this time. How can I know my enemies? How can I know my friends? Them indulge themselves in iniquity. I said the Bible tell us about them. How can I know my enemies? How can I know my friends? Life is very funny, so watch out for the evil. Hey, after I treat you like a father to a son, show you respect to the maximum. Now you have been and screw up your face, but let me tell you this in case. Trouble never sets like rain, and if I hit you, you won't feel pain. One time the two of us used to spar, but now you're pushing your love too far. Hey, how can I know my enemies? How can I know my friends? Them indulge themselves in iniquity. I said the Bible tell us about them. How can I know my enemies? How can I know my friends? Life is very funny, so watch out for the Eden. Every day they just a murmur, like them have the most temper. They're like a silent river that run deep. Hey, hey, they want to see me weep, but you are already come up, bad boy, and there is life for me to enjoy. You giving people the wrong impression, but
See, at that when I do, you get the people the wrong impression and everything. And then when I pull up on myself, like, yo, you understand? And keep discussing and trying to impregnate with myself, because when I say, when a scientist and that, stop it, man. You understand? People that are educated don't sit down and have debates and argue and cuss. Huh? They are refined and then project their integrity. You understand? and they're proud to acknowledge their faculties. But you're just disrespectful, and then you want people to acknowledge and show kind-hearted respectfulness to yourselves. That's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. And you're teaching children. Oh, stop it, man. Guidance, we're gone.
Many people say love, but not many know the meaning. Love is what the world says. Love is not what the world needs. If you go in every corner, my brother, yes, yes, you hear fussing and fighting, killing and moaning. This is what love means. Love your brother, love your sister, love one another, feel for each other. Listen to our conversation. Yes, a man from every nation. It was funny, funny, funny. Love was a decision. Why was the conversation? Killing is the profession. Love is what the world says. Love is not what the world needs. Yes, if you go in every corner, my brother, tell me you're fussing and fighting, killing and moaning. What love means.
Yes, you see reggae music? Real. You see what I mean? Natural. Lyrical content? Real. Harmony. Yeah? Activism? Yes. Pan-African? Yes. Culture? Yes. You understand? Serious thing. I have no time for gimmicks. You see what I mean? Gimmicks. So tomorrow now we are going to come, God willing, we are going to come with the Jewish man who owned everything in Africa. You see? Yes, that's painful, you know, seriously. Over and over the years, you see? So, where I say to you and to myself, guidance until such time. Assalamu alaikum.